Good morning. Cool. As I say, sun's out this morning, and someone gave us a ring this weekend and turned around and said, I've got the battery light on, Trev. Right, it's an LR4 2012 Land Rover, of course, and I thought, oh, it's just a simple, alternator, because the battery I actually put in January and programmed that in then, so it's got a decent AGM, very good battery, so it's not that problem. So with this this car, this is what happens. So just as you can see, we've got the lights on already, and obviously something he doesn't like, because it's got the let it run for a couple of seconds. It looks like it takes more than a couple of seconds, but it's oh, come on. Oh, there we are, charging faults. So we've plugged into it. This is the history. So, and what I've got is generator control module, limb bust A, and the two permanent ones here, but it's actually coming up with the generator control module. Now, you're thinking, well, what are you doing a video on this for, Trev? Alternator's alternator. But it interested me, this one, because I was actually checking it, and I've got 13.8 volts coming off the alternator. So going back in my day, back in the 1990s, 13.8 was pretty good. But obviously with modern day cars, things have changed, and I'll just prove to you what we got, because I've got so here's the battery. And we just put that in there. Doesn't matter if it's the wrong way. I have tested it, I'll show you. See, it went to 14.5 there, it did try. But then it's 13.7. So she's fairly happy. So let's say this is what interests me. So what I'm going to do now is I'll check the underneath, because we've they moan about this, but she starts, and I've checked all the earth connections, and the earth connections are only 16 ohms. I'll show you that picture as well later on. And there's the lovely alternator, 3 bolts, one at the top, 2 in the bottom, but I can't get to the connection at the back, which is what I want to get to. And I'll just show you the connections just to check up to start with. Okay, so as I can't get to the back of the alternator, I've back probed the pin in the ECU, and on this vehicle it is pin 30, brown and blue wire, and I've got it, and I've also scoping the battery as well. Let's see if the limb bust is working on there. So what I'm really checking here is the ECU talking to my alternator, and is the battery receiving? And looking at the limb bust, let's see if we can change that. Will that make it a bit better? Not really. As you can see now, the top one, the bottom one is coming from the generator, which is the alternator. Let's just make that a bit smaller, bring it up, and as you can see, the ECU is talking to the actual generator, and this is from the battery, so I'm quite happy things are talking, which is more leading to the alternator being at fault. But could this be correct? Yeah, possibly, but say it's got a broken wire to the generator, because this is the actual this is the ECU talking to the generator, so it looks as though I'm going to have to take out the alternator, which I'm not looking forward to at all, really. And then what we'll do is we'll test that wire at the back of the generator, and hopefully what it means by the generator control module is actually broken in the alternator, because it can't be the ECU, because we're seeing it talking. I'm not going to actually video me taking that alternator out. It looks very tight, and I think we all know language, and I think I could be spreading a bit of that love today. So what I'll do is I'll get it out, and then we'll test that wire, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I've got the alternator out. There's the baby. To be honest, it doesn't look that old, not really. It's certainly not an original one anyhow, so I don't think that's the problem. But what I did find is I had a broken wire, and let's see if we can show you what that is. Have a look on there. Can you see how green it is? See the dirt at the end? So it must have been broken. I thought I broke it when I took it out, but it's not, because it's all green and it's not even a clean break on it. And just I don't know if you can actually see, it's not the other one's down there, and you can see that's as green as hell. So I don't think it's the alternator. I think it's just not going to get any control from the ECU. But what I am going to do is I'm going to test the continuity all the way over there. And here's the wire that I actually took off the other side, as you can see. So see that little shiny bit on there? And you have a look there, it's green, and that's the green bit I just flicked off the end. So I'm hoping this is going to fix it. Okay, that wasn't very nice at all. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it, but the soldering down to that silver bit, I've had to run solder down to there. I've got some heat shrink to get already on there, but to solder that in there, wow, that's a nightmare. But it's a good joint, I can see it is. I've had a good look round, it's all soldered all round. So just put the heat shrink back on, and then put the alternator back in, and we'll see what comes from that. Okay, right, I've got that soldered in, it's all nice in there. So I put my multimeter into here, because what I want to do is check the actual, make sure the wire's okay. And we got open loop, and this is in where the pin 30. So what we'll do is have a little wriggle, and we've got 1.4. I don't think we're going to worry about that. It's probably my bad connections, to be honest, going into, or it could be coming off the ECU too. So that'll do for me. Let's get the alternator in, see if it works. I've got a new one if I haven't, but I'm going to try the old one first. Okay, right, so I've got the alternator back in, all soldered up, everything put back together. Well, I haven't put everything back together again. I'll put it, all the pipe work, the turbo's off, so I've probably got engine management lights on. But it's alright, actually putting an old one but possibly wanting it wrong. Have a look at this, see what you think. So now we are actually the battery is now 14 volts, and the blue one, if you have a look, is running at 14.5. so the alternator now is being told what to do, and just to prove it, and that's what's coming off the battery now. I was thinking, was I a bit silly not putting a new alternator on, but I wanted to know if I was right or wrong. So if you ever get one with 13.8 volts charging, don't think it's the alternator every time. It might be something inside, I don't know. But I'm pleased I've got this one, and I'll just put it all back together and I can give it back to the guy tomorrow. So I thought this would help, because obviously I've seen on the old forums new batteries, new alternators, and no joy, but it's actually running at 13.8, and that was what got me. Why was it running at 13.8? Well, that was normally what the alternator charges at the start. It just needed telling what to do to get to 14.5. So I'm going to leave that with you. Actually, just one more thing, and as you can see, there's no I've got the light on there, but I've got blooming lots of things disconnected, but there's no charging fault or anything, so I'm going to call that a fix. Okay, all back together again. Weather ain't changed, but anyway, so I've got no lights up on the dashboard, which is beautiful. I've only got fault codes in the parking sensors, but the parking sensors work for some reason. So cameras on, beep beep beep, because I'm quite close to a tree, so it's probably just a glitch knowing Land Rover anyhow. And as you can see, my actual alternator's charging at 14.9. so that 13.8 kept banging me on the back of the head. Am I right, am I wrong? Looks like I proved my point. I'm just about to take the alternator back to where I got it from on there. Didn't even get it out of the box. So and the only reason I got it is because they don't open Sundays, so I had to, and I wanted a Denzel one as well because I couldn't get it from anywhere else. So take it back, give it a test drive. I can't see any problems. So as I say, you've had the parts cannon thrown at it and you still got that problem, have a think about that wire to the ECU. Just check the ECU, see if it's actually sending a signal. At least you've eliminated the ECU, and then obviously check your continuity between the alternator and the ECU, see if you got that. Obviously you got the old ones, I mean the earths and all the other issues, and it could be an alternator. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm just saying if you've chucked everything on it so far and you've still got the fault, it could be that, couldn't it? So I'm going to leave you all to have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully it's going to help someone. Looks like a few of my videos have helped people, so let's hope this is going to carry on. Right, everyone have a great day. Thanks for watching, and another one I've enjoyed doing, not in the cold, but still have a great day. Bye.